Hey guys, it's Dr. Tarantino. So I want to talk to you guys today about chronic pain in our senior pets. And this is a very, very important topic for our senior pets because nearly every senior pet will experience chronic pain. And it's quite possible that your senior pet at home right now is experiencing chronic pain but just can't tell you. So the big thing to know about chronic pain in our older pets is that oftentimes it's very subtle and easy to miss. And this is for several reasons. One of the biggest reasons is that our pets actually try to hide illness and try to hide evidence of chronic pain from us. And this in the wild was to their advantage, right? So their predecessors in the wild is to your advantage to try to hide the fact that something hurts and try to hide that weakness, because if it's out in the open, it can open you up to vulnerability, okay, to being vulnerable to attack. So our pets in general are kind of geared and programmed to try to hide pain from us, especially chronic pain. So being aware of that, I want you guys to know of the two places that I see chronic pain the most as a general practitioner veterinarian, and that's going to be in dental disease, so in their mouth, as well as in their joints, so as arthritis. Now, there are many other sources of chronic pain that are out there, such as chronic pain related to cancer or other diseases in the body, and we can certainly talk about that in a future video. But for today, we're just going to focus on the two places that I, in my practice, see chronic pain the most. So let's start with dental disease. Nearly every pet has dental disease, all of them. So the degree of your pet's dental disease, really just a lot of it depends on their genes and on the level of at-home care and dental cleanings they've been receiving throughout their life. Okay, so in general, small breed dogs are thought to have way worse dental disease than large breed dogs, but there are exceptions to that. I'm looking at you, greyhounds, who are a large breed dog that tend to have really bad teeth, and there are certainly some large breed dogs that have worse dental disease than small breed dogs. So it really just all depends on your dog. Okay. So talk to your veterinarian about kind of what degree of dental disease they think your pet has and if a dental is warranted for it. Oftentimes, pets that actually have dental disease and chronic pain from it, like rotten teeth in their mouth, they will still eat hard kibble. They will still chew on bones. They'll try to chew on those teeth that are actually not rotten and try to avoid the other teeth that are causing them chronic pain. But they can't tell you that it hurts. They really just try to go on living and try to live their best. But just because they are trying to live their best despite the chronic pain doesn't mean that we should allow them to still live with that pain, okay? Because there's a lot that we can do. Now, one of the cool things about dental disease and rotten teeth in general is that as far as sources of chronic pain goes, this is one that I can almost fix entirely by doing a dental and removing a rotten tooth, right? So I can remove that source of chronic pain entirely if I can do a dental on the pet and remove that rotten tooth. And that is really unique because more often than not, sources of chronic pain in our older pets are just progressive and going to continue to be there. And as a doctor, I have to just try to manage those and decrease the pain as much as possible, knowing that it'll always be there and I can never fully take it away. But with dental disease and rotten teeth, if I can do a dental on that pet and remove those rotten teeth that they have at that time, I can remove that source of chronic pain from them in its entirety. Granted, as they get older, they'll probably continue to develop more rotten teeth in the future that we'll have to deal with, but at least in that period of time, I know that I've reduced that chronic pain for that pet, and that's really cool about dental disease and dentals in general. Now, just a real quick thing about dentals, if you have not had them done on your pet, definitely talk to your veterinarian about them and see if a dental is warranted for them. We do them in senior pets very, very frequently. Sometimes it's, a pet has actually stopped eating because the pain's been so long and it's gotten so bad that we have no choice but to go in there and do that dental cleaning and do that dental on that pet to address that source of pain. But we don't want to let our pets get there. So I think being proactive and doing prophylactic dental cleanings throughout a pet's life is really beneficial. And in addition to addressing rotten teeth when we see them. And oftentimes if I see a rotten tooth on a preventative or prophylactic dental cleaning, I will address it right then and there, okay? So I think that just being aware of dental disease and how intrinsically linked it is to your overall pet's health, as well as the pain and quality of life that they have, is really important for pet parents to be aware of. The next thing is arthritis. So different older pets will experience arthritis to different degrees, just like we talked about with dental disease. So for example, I have two senior dogs here in my house. I have Twig, who is an 8-year-old mixed breed dingo dog that runs after tennis balls, nonstop. She looks like she's a 4-year-old dog, but she truly is a senior dog. And I know for her that she is showing the subtlest signs of arthritis, and I think I'm only picking up on it because I'm a veterinarian, because I'm obsessed with finding sources of chronic pain in pets, but the subtlest signs of arthritis, and otherwise she bounces around like a puppy, okay? So what I do for her is I have her on a special joint diet that has a really high level of omega-3s, which are supposed to help reduce inflammation in the joints, and that is the way that I kind of help manage her arthritis right now. Now, I also have a dog named Becca, who is an almost 15-year-old lab mix thing. You guys have probably seen tons of pictures of her. And she has severe arthritis. And Becca has a different plan where she's on a joint diet as well as being on anti-inflammatories daily. And we're at that point because if Becca doesn't get her anti-inflammatories, she can't do the things that she loves. She has trouble getting up, she has trouble going on her short walks. And so we're at a point where we get that to her every day. Now, I do not try to put many senior pets on anti-inflammatories on a daily basis if I can help it, because with anti-inflammatories there come other risks, such as damaging the liver, the kidneys, and so we have to keep track of Becca's blood work very frequently for her because of that, okay? But that's a choice that we made because we know that Becca does not have a good quality of life without her anti-inflammatories. So she's on those daily. Now, there are some dogs that may fall in between, where maybe when I manage them, I'll put them, maybe the right answer is a joint diet and using proper anti-inflammatories as needed. But I think that if you're trying to figure out if you think your dog has arthritis, set up a consult with your veterinarian and talk about the various options for helping that pet, helping manage that source of chronic pain for that pet. Now, the reason why I have started Twig, which is my 8-year-old dog that has mild arthritis on a joint diet, is that I know that as Twig gets older, even though her arthritis is probably very, very minimal, and I may not even be able to pick up an x-ray right now, I know that as she gets older, it is going to continue to get worse. If I can try to reduce the amount of inflammation in her joints by doing small things like having her on a diet right now, help impact her quality of life as she gets older, and will hopefully slow down the chronic changes of arthritis over time. So I try to make plans for my seniors based off of kind of their quality of life, their current state of disease, and to summarize for you guys the important things I want you guys to take away from this. Number one, most senior pets have chronic pain. Most of the time it's inobvious and you will not be able to pick up on it. And so being aware that dental disease and arthritis are two places that we commonly see it can be really helpful, because that may cause you to be a little bit more proactive in doing things to help try to manage those things as your senior pets get older. And ultimately, what it comes down to for our seniors is all about quality of life. So if I can do something to help reduce chronic pain in an older pet or take that source of chronic pain away, I am all for it for the most part, okay? So I hope that was helpful for you guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I hope you guys are having a great day.